Okay, there's now going to be a movie about this Mandela effect. I think most people are kind of aware of it by now. Just kind of thumbing through this article. The Mandela effect is what the internet is calling curious instances in which many of us are certain we remember something a particular way, but it turns out we were incorrect. What's one thing we're kind of incorrect about? Upon the publication of my book, The King James Controversy, I wrote to Dr. S. Ruckman, sent him the book, and challenged him to a debate. The correspondence then ensued. The behavior exhibited by Ruckman and his eventual unwillingness to engage in the debate is documented fully on our webpage. Can I say that sounds like a lot of the KJV onlyists I know about? Dr. Ruckman was unwilling to engage in any kind of meaningful scholarly debate, and as we work through his attempted replies to my book, we will see exactly why. The unwary should be warned. Peter Ruckman is not a kind individual. His language is offensive to the vast majority of believing Christians, and he is well aware of this. It is his trademark. That is why the vast majority of Christians don't even bother with anything he has to say. He is obviously unfamiliar with the fruit of the Spirit in his life, and gives evidence of it in almost every sentence. But since Dr. Ruckman is engaging in the mass distribution of falsehood regarding the Bible and its translation, we must take a few moments to point out his errors, despite how unpleasant the task. Dr. Ruckman wrote a series of articles that appeared in the publication The Bible Believer's Bulletin. He began with 2 articles identifying my book as the classic presentation of the Alexandrian cult, a term he uses of everyone who doesn't believe exactly as he. Basically, all Christians everywhere except for a certain element of the KJV only camp are Alexandrian cultists, according to Ruckman. I took his article as high praise. Then Dr. Ruckman tried to tackle 7 passages I had provided him in the initial stages of trying to arrange a debate in the passages of the Bible Believer's Bulletin. As his response is being distributed all over the nation by Ruckman's disciples, we provide a response here. We also note that Ruckman has since then published an entire book aimed at me and my book. We have not yet seen this book, though we know that Ruckman has our address. He sent us other books, including one of the most ridiculous works we've ever seen, titled Black is Beautiful, a Racist Aliens Are Taking Over the World conspiracy book. Given the fact that we prove below that Ruckman is incapable of handling scholarly material and errors at every turn, we can only imagine what his new book contains. I'm going to go ahead and leave both links in the description below. The name of the theory comes from many people feeling certain they could remember Nelson Mandela dying while he was still imprisoned back in the 80s. Contrary to what many thought, Mandela's actual death was on December 5th, 2013. Despite some people claiming to remember seeing clips of his funeral on TV, these false memories, like the KJV is the perfect version of the Bible as opposed to just a good translation, have some people thinking their memory sucks, but some wonder if they're going to a parallel universe or if time travels have gone to the past and slightly affected our present, or if they're simply losing their freaking minds. Whichever it is, what's most interesting about the Mandela effect is that so many individuals share the same false memories.